welcome to Taryn's Kitchen. My name is Taryn, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to cook my 3 favorite desserts. First, we'll start off with magic cookie bars, and then we'll go to peanut butter butterscotch cornflake cookies, and then lastly, I'll teach you how to cook Oreo balls. Alright, now before we get started, we need to wash our hands. So, everybody grab some soap and turn on your sink. Okay, now that we've got our hands washed, it's time to start with our first dessert. I'm going to show you the ingredients now. Alright, now that we've got all of our ingredients laid out, it's time to get yourself a dish. I'm using a glass dish, but it doesn't really matter what you use. And some non-stick cooking spray. And before you start putting all the ingredients inside the pan, we need to make sure that we preheat the oven to 350. Now we need to melt half a cup of butter, or 1 stick, and get 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, and then we'll mix it together in a bowl. Now that we have our graham cracker crumbs and butter all mixed together, it's time to pour them in the pan and flatten them like crust. Okay, now that we have the crust done, we can add our last 3 ingredients on top. I'm gonna start with the sweetened condensed milk, and then I'll move on to the coconut flakes, and then you can add however many chocolate chips you want to. Now that we've got all of our ingredients layered, it's time to throw it in the oven for 25 minutes or until lightly golden. While our magic cookies are in the oven, we're going to start making our butterscotch peanut butter cornflake cookies. And the ingredients for that one is just as the name is, butterscotch, peanut butter, and cornflakes. Now, to start this recipe off, you need a microwave-safe bowl, and we're gonna take some butterscotch chips, the whole bag, and half a cup of peanut butter, throw them in the bowl, and we'll put it in the microwave. We're gonna start off with 30 seconds or so, see how it is, mix it up, put it back in, and then we're just gonna do that until everything is completely liquid and mixable. So I took it out of the microwave, and this is the consistency that you're gonna want. And now we're going to take 3 to 4 cups of our cornflakes and throw it in the bowl. Okay, so I'm actually using Special K's rice flakes because our store was out of cornflakes, but I'm sure it'll taste the same. I'm just using it as a substitution. All right, after you've got this all mixed up, you're gonna need 1 or 2 pans depending on how big you want your cookies, and you're just gonna spoon out clumps and put them on here. so I've got about a pan and a half, and now it's just time to throw them in the fridge for about an hour, let them get firm, and that's all there is to it. We are now 2 recipes down, and all we have left to do is the Oreo balls. So I will show you the ingredients for that right now. The first thing that we need to do for our Oreo balls is to throw all of your Oreos into a food processor. And if you don't have one of those, then it's okay. You can just put them into a plastic bag and crush them up with a rolling pin or something. As you can see, I poured all of the crushed up Oreos into a large bowl, and now I'm going to take a tablespoon of it just to save for later for decoration. After that, it's time to throw the cream cheese in the bowl and mix it all together. Make sure that your cream cheese is room temperature, and if it's not, you can put it in the microwave for just a few seconds. So I've got my electric mixer out. You don't have to use an electric mixer, you can use whatever you've got, but this is what I'm going to use. This is about the consistency you're gonna want. Just nice, everything is blended well together. All right, so now we need to take our Oreos and cream cheese and roll them into nice little balls, and then we're just going to place them on a baking sheet and let them chill in the refrigerator for about an hour, and after that we'll add the white chocolate to them. Officially been an hour, and it is time to take our Oreo balls out of the fridge and add our white chocolate. Voila! So first thing we need to do is take our candy melts, put them in a bowl, and then microwave them until they're all melted. So we had to get a bigger bowl because clearly this was overflowing, so let's try this again. Now it's time to dip our Oreo balls into the white chocolate, and I'm just taking a toothpick and dipping it in here, and then laying it back down. So I added a little bit more onto the top of it since I missed that, and now it's time to take our decoration that we saved from earlier and just take some and drizzle it over the top. So now we're just gonna do that same thing to all the rest of them. And there you have it, lots of fancy looking Oreo balls. So here are the finished products of today's baking session, and I hope that you all try these at home because they are amazing.